What's up, guys? Ross Christifulli here from Client Acquisition Mastery Freedom Marketer Podcast. If you've never seen any of my content, feel free to subscribe. Check around. I really like to help digital marketers start landing clients. I want to share a quick warning for everyone, though. Something that I'm noticing. All of a sudden, over, let's say, the last 2 months, I'm seeing a lot of digital marketers pushing cold email, which is fine. That's great. It's a tactic that we use, just one element, even in our own agency. But a lot of these guys who are out there teaching things, they are just teaching someone else's script. For instance, I'll give you an example outside of my own so that way you guys don't think I'm being biased here. A guy named John Logar, he's a very, very smart digital marketer. He has a big agency. I highly respect the guy. He has been helping a lot of people with their cold email scripts. Well, I started noticing people recently trying to teach cold email. They're all doing things like, trying to sell their courses, $500, I'm going to teach you my cold email script. And when people hop on and they start learning from this person, they actually might get some results because they're using a proven script. But here's the downside to it. You never learn why it works. So I taught guitar when I was 17. I opened up a guitar shop when I was like 17 and a half, 18 years old. And one thing that I learned is that there were a lot of kids, they would come play guitar with me or come play guitar, and they could rip through a guitar solo really well, like Avenged Sevenfold, whatever. And then I'd say, hey, let's do a jam, playing the key E, and they're like, oh, I don't know how to do that. I'm like, but you just played that solo. How do you know how to do that? They're like, well, I don't know really the theory. I don't know why I did it. I just know, what to do. Here's the problem with that. When things get overused, you don't know how to improvise. So if you were to learn from someone like myself, or you learn from someone like John Logar, or you learn from someone like Russell Brunson, or you learn from someone like Jason Fladlin, Tyrone, I can't say his last name, but when you learn from these people who are actually in it because they understand it, what ends up happening is that you become a better digital marketer because someone's actually taking the time to break down the psychology of how it works. If anybody's taken my scripts training or my client acquisition funnels, I don't just say do this. I say do this, here's why. Because I want people to understand it. I love when someone says, Ross, I did a take on your scripts and I got X amount of scripts. Now, some people are like, why would you deviate? You need to do exactly what I said. I don't care. If you got results, you got results. I'm trying to teach you how to do it on your own, how to be good on your own. I don't want you to always be stuck to having to use my stuff. I want you to become good at doing your own stuff. And so it's the difference between just knowing what to do and how to develop. And so that's kind of what I really wanted to just kind of put this warning out there. If somebody is pitching that they're teaching cold email, ask them and ask their students, say, hey, can you tell me, do you teach the psychology behind the cold email or the cold call, whatever? And if they say, no, I just teach the script, you can say, ask them directly, is this your script or is this something that you've learned from someone else? See what kind of honesty they have with you. You really want to try to figure out, though, the people who you're learning from, how deep can they go? Because that's really the importance. It's not about going wide, it's about going deep. And that's what I found. The deeper that you can go, the better educated you get. And then you can do things on your own. It starts becoming a natural part of who you are. You don't have to overthink everything because you've just learned how to be a certain way, right? And so that is what I think that needs to just be said. Every year, there's nothing new. I shouldn't say every year, every month, every week, a new guru pops up who's teaching something. I mean, there's a lot of guys teaching cold email prospecting and marketing now who a year ago, not even 6 months ago, they couldn't even afford to take my course. And so I'm glad that they got something working out for them, and it's awesome if they found something. But what's sad is I'm starting to find that what they found is somebody else's script. I see John Logar's email script floating around everywhere. And so I use my own scripts. I do my own stuff. I email 20 people with my own script. I see how it works. I come up with my own processes. Sorry, I've been sick. So that's how I come up with my own stuff, by trying and testing and seeing what works. Yes, I could go use someone else's script and teach someone else's script and probably make a decent amount of money off of it. I don't know, it doesn't feel ethical to me, but also I feel like if someone wants to learn that script, they should go learn it from the guy who created it, because he's going to explain it and teach it in a way that's much better than what I could do, because it's his. You know what I mean? So that's my warning for you guys, is to please just dig a little bit deeper. Try to figure out who you're learning from, so that way you guys can become better digital marketers. If you guys are interested in learning more about digital marketing, you can check out the link below. You can also subscribe. I'm constantly posting new content. I now have a podcast on iTunes. It's called Freedom Marketer Podcast. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks.